Can you find love in Johannesburg, South Africa? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Joburg, showing you how beautiful of a place it is, how safe of a city this is, and how really modern first world of a city this is too. Really shocked me being here, guys. And most importantly, you've been hearing me talk about success, what it is, and how to get into three areas of life that I focus on, which are happiness, health, and wealth. And if you're new to the channel, the definition of success based off of Earl Nightingale is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And someone who was able to fully live their vows, married till death did us part. One of the things that I really respect and love is relationships. Believe it or not, most people think, oh, just because Jason don't want to be in a relationship anymore, he's jilted or he's angry. Guys, I love seeing people in love. I love seeing couples, and I love seeing people build and grow that life together. Just because it's not what I want to be on in my life right now doesn't mean I'm against it. I'm actually a big advocate for it. And if you've seen some of my previous videos, you ever seen where I talk to you about where most of these people out here that's talking about relationships, they're single people that's never been in a successful relationship. I believe you can only get relationship advice from two groups of people in this world. One, people that are in a happy relationship that are currently building it and going through the struggles. Or two, the people who are able to go to death do us part. Those are the only two types of successful relationships out there. Being a single person doesn't make you a relationship expert, actually. Being a person that has been through all of these hardships and you can't find that right person, that doesn't mean you're the one to give advice. And so I wanted to talk about this because it's something that I get a lot of questions from some of my American friends and even people here in South Africa like, oh, what do you think about the women is dating, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm going to say this, and please hear me on this. No matter where you go in the world, if there are women there, you're going to have good women and you're going to have bad women. It's just like the same thing. Wherever you go in the world, if there's guys there, you're going to have good guys and bad guys. Nothing changes. We still live on the same planet, guys. And because we're all indoctrinated with the same form of indoctrination when it comes to money, when it comes to relationship, and when it comes to health, we're all living the same existence. We just don't realize it because either we don't see the similarities of the other cultures or we can't understand them because of the language that's being spoken. And I can tell you, I've lived in Southeast Asia, I've lived in South America, I've lived in Central America, I've lived in North America, and now I've been living in South Africa. And turn out I've been here 11 months, man. Next month is going to be a year. That's crazy, yo. And so I would like to think that I have enough experience to say how our relationships are in the world, how easy or how hard it is. And believe it or not, I actually believe South Africa is really a good place for American or European guys. Reason being is one, you're not going to have the big language barrier. Yes, most of the women here are polyglots. They speak multiple languages, guys. But at the end of the day, you too can come to your common language of English. Now, as someone who's coming from a predominantly Spanish-speaking country, I can tell you, like, I saw the biggest hardships most guys and women were making with picking a partner was they couldn't clearly speak the language together. There's only so much a translator can give you. It doesn't give you the nonverbal emotions, the nonverbal communication that goes on. And if you don't understand how to start utilizing the nonverbal communication because your primary languages are different, I'm telling you right now, it can be very difficult for that relationship to be able to truly blossom or grow. And a lot of times it's going to be because of misunderstanding of cultures and language itself. However, coming here to South Africa, I really see from my personal experience, guys. So from my personal experience, I see here American and European guys that can easily settle down with the woman here. I will say this also, like in my personal experience here, I see a lot of women here that are ready to be married, guys. They're ready to be in a relationship, be with someone. And so that's another great thing about South Africa. If you're coming here from a single perspective, looking to build a relationship. Now, I will say this also. you have to understand there's going to be some genuine cultural differences. What I mean by that is the biggest cultural difference that I see here is people here, they like to, like, people who like to party. People who like to hang out with friends and family, they hang out with friends and family. It's just a regular thing. I haven't been real close to a family structure here yet, so I can't say how that goes. But I can say the people here, they let you know up front who they are. So don't come here and just go out or date the first person you see or try to settle down right away. Let the ladies know you're dating around to see, and also see what you like. Like, don't, and please listen to me. Like, I'm speaking to guys here on this one. If it's something you are uncomfortable with, you need to let someone know up front. You need to set the standards of how you want to be treated in a relationship. So what I mean by that is, like, I'll tell you straight up, like, I'm a non-drinker. I just refuse to drink anymore. It doesn't bring me happiness. And last time I checked, every time I went out to drink, it never gave me a return of interest. I never came home with more money than I left with. So because of those reasons, I have zero interest in drinking. So I do not go out on dates with women who like to drink. I'll tell a woman straight up, if you want to drink, you can go out with someone else. It's not my interest. And I have a very, very small limit. It's my window of tolerance is very little when it comes to alcohol. And the reason being is I grew up seeing friends and family drink all my life. I grew up drinking my life. It never got me anywhere I wanted in life. I'm telling you right now. My biggest advancements in life were coming from not drinking. So I know for me, I do not want someone who's a very, very normal social drinker in my life. And so, like, I let women know up front, look, you go out with me, you have a very, very minimum amounts that you can drink. The moment you hit that minimum, that date is over. I'm out. I'm ready to go home. You're not coming to my place, and we have nothing else to speak about again. A lot of people may be like, well, damn, that's kind of harsh, Jay. Like, why you got to be so rude and mean? Like, it's their decision. I don't care. It's your decision what you want to do, but it's also my decision the type of company that I want to have with me. And so when I'm expressing it to guys, like, don't be rude, don't be arrogant, but you need to know your standards. What is your standard of dating? It's not saying women who drink are bad, but what I'm saying is, if you're someone like me who do not want drinking around you, then you need to be upfront and honest about that and let them know. Now, like a lot of women, like I tell a lot of women, I'm not your cup of tea. I'm a smoker. Like you see, here's my pipe right here. So because I'm a smoker, and if a woman be like, oh, I don't like guys who smoke weed or who smoke, I'm sorry. If I don't like guys who smoke, look, more power to you. Like, I'm not going to sit here and beg and, oh, I'll stop. Oh, this. No, I'm not. We need to start realizing when people show us who they are, believe it. And so that's the first rule right there. If you're a single guy and you're coming here to South Africa, and this applies for everywhere, guys, set your standard. The second thing is you need to be realistic, guys. Like, if you know you're here just playing around, don't lie to people. Don't lie. Let people know up front. Like, I let anybody know up front when they even first meet. I'm like, look, I'm not here to date. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not looking to be no beneficiary for you. I'm not looking to do anything for you. I'm living my life. And what I mean by that is my only priorities in this world right now is myself. What do I want to do and how I feel when I get up and I'm walking around the day every day. And that's a very, very selfish living. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Most people can't handle that. And then, like, I also tell people, I have zero interest in ever being married again. It's not that I'm jilted towards marriage. I saw the financial things that can happen on the other side when that person do finally goes away. And seeing that happen firsthand, is no financial gains for me ever being married again. I can see is nothing but a liability. Marriage has become a liability because of way of some of the government structures and things like that. Like, most people don't know is, and this applies for most countries, y'all. If you don't have a trust in place, when your spouse passes away, and if it wasn't a joint account or something like that, the government freezes that account. They contact once they get the death certificate, They contact the bank has to freeze that account, and now you have to fight for what you and your partner worked hard for. Or you have to just say fuck it and let it go. And I'm telling you this from experience. So being on that other side, like for me, marriage has no financial gains for me. And so you need to truly understand things like that. Like be open and honest about it. Like you'll be shocked how many people will be like, okay, I'm cool with it. Okay, I'm not cool with it. There's different people for different cups of tea, guys. Like everyone does not think the same about relationships. Everyone doesn't think the same about the systematic structures that we live in from a relationship perspective. And so just be mindful of that and like really, really embrace that right there. And then the third thing is don't fall for this trap. If you're really wanting to find a relationship and get with someone that's real, don't fall for this trap of just talking to any person, woman or male, that woman or man that is hitting you up in the DMs on social media. Like I'm going to tell you right now from personal experience, and this is with me. And please mind, this isn't just a South African issue. This is a world thing. Like guys, this isn't. There's the reason why I talk about things so general is because the world is the same, guys. Once you start traveling to enough countries and you see enough different systems in place, what I mean by that is like traveling throughout the southern part of Africa, the continent, you may see the similar structures of government. But however, being in South Africa and then you're flying to Vietnam and then you go to South America, you're seeing a totally different thing. Then let's say you go to the Dominican Republic or Panama, you're seeing different structures in place. You're seeing how society is very small tweaks make very big changes in people's outcome. And so because of those small changes, it's not much really different no matter where you go in the world. I don't really need to know how to speak any language in this world to get around. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, please hear me on this. The world is a lot smaller than you think. It looks big, it feels big, but once you start traveling and seeing other cultures firsthand, this world isn't big at all. It is very small, and we have a lot more to really explore. And so, because of that, like, things are the same no matter where you go. Like, with me being with my American accent, even though from what I hear it sounds how I normally talk, I can't tell a difference. It is considered exotic outside of the United States. It just is, guys. Like I'm telling you. So because you're going to be coming with the exotic factor, it's like, ooh, this American, ooh, this European, ooh, this. It's the same way as how you hear Americans always fetishize Asian women. Like it's an exoticness to it because you don't see it every day. You don't have it every day. You don't hear it every day. So the same thing is going to go for you here. And I'm telling you right now, firsthand, if you use any type of social media, you're going to start getting DMs with people giving you their number. Do not do this. Do not call those numbers. Just delete the messages if you can. And this is the reason why. This is the difference between finding a good relationship and you're being miserable, hating life, or putting yourself in danger. Like I'm being dead serious with you here on this, guys. Like there's no way to sugarcoat this or say it in an easier way. The difference between contacting and messaging different people that are hitting you up in your DMs is the difference between you being able to build a happy relationship if you're looking for a relationship, or it will be, and the difference between a happy relationship and miserable, hating life, upset at everyone, or you're in danger physically. This is one of the ways I don't get myself in any troubles. This goes for any country you live in, guys. The biggest danger, physical danger to anybody in this world is a man or woman in love with someone who does not love them. Please hear me on this again. The biggest physical danger to any man or woman in this world is another man or woman in love with someone who does not love them back. And so what I mean by that is just because someone is hitting you up in your DM means they're single. You don't know what's going on in that person's life. You don't know what their social status is. You don't know what type of person they are. And you don't even know if they're single. Like, be cautious. Like, I'm telling you this from firsthand, guys. Like, there's people here who hit on me and don't think I know they're married. And I'm like, I would never talk to you. Like, I'm telling you this from firsthand knowledge, guys. Like, you're going to see this from all walks of life, no matter what country you're in. And if you want to be safe, stay out of hitting people up that's contacting you in your DMs. Do not contact people who just give you their number blindly in DMs. Please hear me on this. In your home country, like, everybody think about this, your home country. I'm speaking of your home. So if you're South African, think about South Africa. If you're from the United States, think about the US. If you're from Colombia, think about Colombia. If you're from the UK, think about UK only. If someone just hits you up in your DM, hey, give me a call, here's my number, are you going to call them? No, you're not. So don't do that when you go to a different country. This is how you stay safe, guys. Like, I'm telling, like, I can check my TikTok right now, and I have about 30 numbers in there from people who I've never spoke to in my life, never seen them. And even if you click on their profile, it's either private or blank. And most people who have private or blank profiles are people who are hiding from who they really are in life. I know some people are like, "Damn, Jay, you taking that serious?" But why else do you have a private profile, guys? You, Nobody has that much to hide unless you're doing something that you feel you need to hide. So stop responding to DMs, guys, and ladies. Like, please stop doing that. It's dangerous. And also, if you're a person, let's say if you're like, Jason, I've done that before, but I'm not this and that, stop doing that. Just because someone is from another country does not mean they're a good person. There's murderers in the United States. There's killers in the United States. There's abusers in the United States. There's not good people in the United States too, guys. Like, I'm saying this from firsthand. I've seen it growing up. I've seen these people. I know some of these people. They're not all great people in the United States. So please stay safe out there. Like, so many times people are always telling me about, and I'm just going to go on this little tangent, about being safe on the street, filming things like that. That's not where you're going to find most of your danger. You're going to find most of your danger hidden in DMs. You're going on these dates where people setting you up and you don't know. To a lot of these guys who've been to Colombia and they've been scoping me. They're meeting these people in direct messages. They're not meeting these people on the street. They're not meeting them from friends and family. So stop doing that, yo. Like, if you take anything from this video and let's say you're an American guy or woman and you're looking to find love in another country, do not find it in a direct message. Stay out of DMs. Only talk to people who are talking about showing you around, tourist things, and you're building a genuine relationship with, meaning you're having dialogue back and forth. Nowhere in my opinion, online should you nowhere should you exchange numbers and meet a person within 3 to 4 days. I'm just going to tell you, and I've met people online here in South Africa in Joburg that's shown me around the different places. I've met people in Botswana that's shown me places, but we didn't just talk right away and be like, hey, here's my number. It don't work that way, guys. So please listen to that. And then just on top of that, man, just realize this. If you truly want to find that perfect person for you, just understand they're not going to exist in a perfect form. And what I mean by that, they're not going to have every characteristic that you want. There's going to be things that that individual has to grow into and you have to grow into to bring it out of them. So be mindful of that. And so, like, if you really want to build a relationship, especially if you want to do this living abroad thing, you need to be very patient. You need to be very understanding. And you need to start figuring out how to speak in a very neutral way. Because there's going to be so many things that's going to be said and done that is not understood on both parts. And some of them are going to even insult one or both parties. And it's not meant to be that way. You'll be shocked how many times I have to change my English up. When I say change my English up, I mean the choice of wording that I'm using. Because I forget sometimes because people here speak English. And I get comfortable and I'll speak using an American slang and then I'll look on their face and they're like, what is he talking about? And it's be like basic stuff, yo, like very basic things. And you just got to be cautious of that. And also, you never know what word can mean something positive in your language or a joke. and it be something negative in their culture. So you want to be mindful of those things. And just remember this, like, I know love exists out here. I was able to experience love for 10 years married to the person I love the most in this world. Even to this day, I think about Cece. I have dreams about her. There's days where I just wake up and want to go do things with her. So I'm telling you from a first-hand experience, love exists. If you truly want to fall in love and grow in love, just be willing to sacrifice parts of yourself, willing to become that person that he or she wants in life. And I guarantee you'll get it and you'll enjoy it so much. And please take this from me. This is my biggest regret in life. Make every single fucking moment count, because you never know when it's going to be the last. And so hit that like button if you like this type of content. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Man, it's a really nice, gloomy Sunday day, man. Like, you'll be shocked. Gloomy is a really beautiful day. If you ever been to Pacific Northwest in the United States, like, I kind of love this about Joburg. And then most importantly, share this with others. You never know who's out there or maybe even next to you that looking for this information and is just one click away. And just remember, guys, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.